when you look at clothing, particularly girl clothing that is worn through puberty as bodies are starting to change, you'll start to see that girls will often choose to either wear less or a lot more. So let's take the girls who wear less, the super short shorts, the cutoff shirts, everything's super tight. What's happening for these girls is that they're choosing to accentuate all the new parts of their body. And there's one argument that might say, oh, that's a girl who's confident, right? She feels good about herself and she is choosing to embrace what's happening to her body. But I think there's a bigger argument for, no, that's actually someone who is trying to figure out how to use their body to get positive attention because their self-esteem is actually low. And so what I try to teach kids is how to separate confidence from self-esteem. If you're confident about what you're wearing or how you're presenting yourself to the world, a confident kid stands up, they are face forward, they make eye contact, they're engaged with the world around them. They are really like, a confident kid is a kid everyone wants to approach. It doesn't really matter what they're wearing. And they could wear a brown paper bag and they could rock that paper bag and they look great because they're confident. And that is someone who will then have positive self-esteem. Someone who lacks confidence, right? Their body language is often covering or inward. Their shoulders can be down. They often have their hands over their chest or their arms are crossed. Their eyes tend to be downcast. They rarely make eye contact. So lacking confidence often shows on the body. And it also often shows in their clothing choices. You know, you can have someone who's wearing something that's really, really revealing, but you can recognize that as, oh, that's someone who actually doesn't have any confidence and they're trying to elicit all this positive feedback because they're not sure about how they feel about their new bodies. I see a lot of kids who go the other way as well, who cover up excessively. Certainly, I see a lot of kids who have eating issues, who aren't sure about what their body looks like. You know, it's called body dysmorphia, where what they see and what their body really looks like is different. And those are kids who tend to cover. They can be girls or boys, and they can wear baggy clothes, baggy sweatshirts, baggy pants, because they're just hiding. They lack so much confidence. They don't want any feedback from the rest of the world. They're so turned around. If you have a child who is putting a face forward to the world that feels to you like it lacks confidence, whether it's showing too much or showing too little, I encourage you to have conversations with your kid. Find someone, a trusted adult, whether it's a doctor or your best friend, someone to have conversations with that kid, because that will then help your child's self-esteem. And really the goal here is to have a child whose self-esteem is higher, because we know kids with positive self-esteem make better choices in the long run.